For many families, mealtime can be more of a battle than a pleasant time together. If that's the case for you, Amy Palanjian might be able to help. She's the creator of YummyToddlerFood.com, and she's come up with a bunch of different hacks to make eating with kids and the whole family a little easier. She's joining us this morning with more. Amy, great to meet you.
You too.
So why did you want to help out those picky eaters in our lives?
Well, dinner can be such a struggle because kids are often really tired at that time of the day. There's often a lot of vegetables on the table, and it just can get heated really quickly. And I know that mealtime is supposed to be about connecting with your family and enjoying the time together, and it often just gets like totally derailed by kids who have opinions about what they want their food to be.
Oh my gosh, we're looking at some pictures of your kids here. Did this come from personal experience for you?
So partly. So when my oldest turned 1, I felt like all of the rules for changing her sort of changed, and I didn't really know what to do. Like, she could eat a lot more foods, but she couldn't eat all of the foods because she was still learning how to chew. And then she just had a lot of feelings and opinions about everything. And so those two things, like the actual food and then the sort of navigating the emotions, just became something that I felt like wasn't really being addressed together. So I started, this was almost 10 years ago, so I sort of started creating content, and then I realized that it really resonated with people and kind of went from there.
So I love your tips, your hacks that you have. The first step is to feed your family style. What is this?
So this would be like where you put all of the meal on the table versus plating things by the stove. And the benefit of this is that everyone can see what's on the table. The kids can help serve themselves and sort of take ownership of what they're putting on their plate, which can give them a sense of like agency and feeling in control of that experience, which is just like one way that it might make the dynamics of the meal a little bit better. We need to remember that kids at this age really want power. And so like small ways that you can give it to them can really make them just happier.
Another hack you have is a discard bowl. What is this?
So this would be a specific place where a kiddo can put food that wound up on their plate that they don't want. So you could have like a little bowl, or you could use, if you have divided plates, you could have like one section stay empty and they can put the food there. The benefit of this is that there's no impulse, there's less impulse to throw the food because they know where they can put it. You could also reuse the food if somebody else wanted to eat it because it would be in good condition because it wouldn't have been like messed around and played with.
Amy, have you ever had a situation where the entire meal ends up in the discard bowl?
Yes. One thing that is very true for little kids is that sometimes they don't want the food that you offer, or they could just not be hungry for dinner. It's like a weird phenomenon where like 1-year-olds and 2-year-olds, really any age, just often are just not hungry. Like a lot of kids front load their calories in the day, and so they eat breakfast and lunch and snack, and then by dinner they're just not hungry. So it is totally possible. One thing that you can do is try to put like 1 to 2 really simple things on the table to kind of round out the meal to always give a sort of safe food.
For sure, the safe food is the key. You say we should encourage everyone to engage with their food. What does that look like?
So for me, that looks like giving my child the chance to do something with their food. So an example, last night, I put noodles with shrimp and vegetables on the table in a pan. My 3-year-old wanted nothing to do with it. And so I took these little kid scissors that we have and I just put them on his plate. And he knew that this meant that he could go like this to his noodles. And it helped him engage with the food in a non-threatening way that was fun for him. And then eventually he ate some of his dinner.
Lastly, no cook sides. What do you recommend?
Super simple things like a salad kit from the grocery store, applesauce, cut up fruits and veggies, cheese and crackers. Like, don't feel the pressure that you need to cook like 4 or 5 things for every meal. Like, really just remember that simple is often better with little kids, and it just makes it much easier for you.
These are hacks that like I literally will be doing tonight. So thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this, be sure to subscribe here, or you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.